Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Hope you are having a truly magical day. Just wanted to come live. It is day 4. Not sure why I'm looking left and right. The camera's like right there, right? It is day 4 of our 30-day live video training. So really super excited to be jumping on and sharing today's video with you. So as you're jumping on and as you are, let's just get this refreshed. I know 2 p.m. is probably not the greatest time of the day, but you know, it is what it is. And I think it's live, you can watch the replay, and it really is about being authentically us. And the biggest thing that I've learned, and I'm not really talking about this today, is to set your own plan, to create your own schedule, to be committed to that, and avoid allowing other people to derail you from what really matters. I am one insanely busy individual. I love the fact that I'm busy. I love what I do with an absolute passion. So I've chosen to do this at 2 p.m. Guess what? Because it suits me and my daily commitment to the one and all. Hey Nia, hey Kerry, hey Tabitha, hey Rob, hope you guys are really cool. So as always, if you are watching the live, it's good to say hi. Make sure you maybe get a little bit interactive with me. What has been your biggest takeaway so far on day 1, 2, and 3? Please share in the comments. It'd be really cool to know. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, and do exactly the same. What has been your biggest takeaway from day 1, 2, and 3? How are you feeling about the success of your network marketing business? I've had some really super nice and cool messages from many of you guys, which I'm really grateful for. So thank you for that. So yeah, welcome. Day 4, we're going to be talking about something I learned many years ago, and I really found, once I understood this, I found it easy to live by these rules. And I don't know if rules the right word, but I found it easy to live by this vibe, this philosophy, this understanding. And when you totally understand and believe, when you really totally understand and believe, you go to a new level of vibration, a new level of success. Getting back in the buzz as missed the training. Happy days. When you totally understand and believe. It's we don't want that. I was trying to pick up the comments, right? Just turn the volume down because for some reason on StreamYard, bear with me on this, guys. I know this is your valuable time. For some reason on StreamYard, it doesn't always show who's talking. I've got a Facebook user and stuff. Somebody ringing me from London. I wonder who's after me from London. Anyway, okay, so let's get started. Hope you guys are super cool. So day 4 is all about the circle of influence. So before I get started, I know you can briefly see my board here, my whiteboard. And I'm going to talk to you about vision boards one day, because I've just noticed the vision boards. I don't know if you guys have ever come across The Secret. I'm pretty sure you have. But I want you to draw this on your pads. I'm going to draw this, then I'm going to come and sit back down. So I want you to draw 3 circles, one inside the other. So I'm sure you can see that, okay? And then I want you to just write A-I-C. A-I-C-A. That is insane. Do you know what? Talk about the law of attraction. I-C-A. I used to play football for the ICA community. When I was 11 till 16, and the ICA stands for Italian Community Association. I used to play football for the Italian Community Association here in Peterborough. I played to a pretty decent standard, actually played for the county, had trials for some big teams, but got injured, played football all over Europe. But isn't that really coincidental? It wasn't on purpose, but I played football for the Italian Community Association here in Peterborough. For those of you in Peterborough, if any of you are, know Kerry is, so drift to drive. Yeah, love it, Kerry. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the circle of influence, and this is the circle of influence, ICA. And I want you to, I'm going to go through what this is, and I don't know if you've come across this before, but in life, this is relevant in network marketing, this is relevant. In fact, this is a way of being, it's in a way of acceptance, it's a way of understanding that will set you free to take true control over your future, not just in network marketing, but in your relationships, in your development, in your personal growth, in your hobbies, in your sports, in everything that you do. This circle of influence is present, it's relevant, and it's massively important. Hey Tatiana, welcome. Hey Marcel, I hope you are really, really super cool. If you're jumping on, make sure you are saying hi. Again, if you're watching the replay, make sure you say hi as well. We've just been asking people what their biggest takeaways are from day 1, 2, and 3, and now we're delving into the circle of influence, which actually has everything to do with your success in all areas of life. Hey Elise, hope you are cool. So let's look at the center. Let's go right into the middle of things, which is often the biggest challenge inside, and that's the importance of accepting. Let me kind of get a little bit of crystal clear clarity. When I talk about this, this is like going to be like, oh God, that makes so much sense. Or you'll even be, yeah, I'm like that. Yeah, I knew that anyway. But it's about bringing it to the forefront and understanding the circle of influence. So starts with accepting. There's things in life we have to accept. And the things in life we have to accept and value in some cases. But we have to accept the weather. Wind, rain or shine, it is out of our control. We have to accept the choices of the governments of the world. With whether we agree or disagree with the choices they make and the actions they take, or whoever you vote for, whoever somebody else votes for, we have to accept that it's out of our control. We also have to accept the choices that other people make, other people's values, other people's priorities, other people's beliefs. Now, it doesn't, we have our own belief systems, and just because we believe something to be true, it certainly has no relevance on what other people believe to be true. Now, obviously we can go into the kind of the realms of religion. Everybody has different beliefs here. Are they right? For them, yes, they are. And let's accept that, respect it, and value it. Really, really important. If you think about that, if everybody actually accepted other people's religious beliefs and valued it, and and just respected the fact that that is the path they chose, we would probably eradicate war from the world, right? So it's about understanding this acceptance, that there's things in life we have to accept, and there's also things in life that are out of our control. So it's really, really important. We take that into our network marketing business. What relevance does it have? We have to accept this. Some will, some won't. So what next? We have to accept that people join our business for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. One of my best friends, I remember him, ridiculing me at the beginning, and then he was in debt and he wanted to clear his credit card debt, and he worked with me for 10 months, cleared his credit card debt, and quit. And I'm like, how would you quit? Look how well you've been doing. But that was something I had to accept, because that was his choice, his road, his path. And we're going to get to how we can implement and make a difference here. But firstly, we have to accept stuff. We have to accept that, we talk to a lot of people, they get uber super excited, and then, as Jim Rohn says, the birds get them. They go and speak to their family and they go, oh, I've stumbled across this amazing opportunity, and it's commission only, and I get the chance to build a team. Oh, what do you want to get involved in that pyramid selling stuff for? Oh, whatever it may be. Undereducated people, we have to accept that happens. Now we can, and I'm sure you've all had that. I'm just going to give you something here in network marketing. Remove the objection before it appears. And more often than not, and I'll probably talk about objections in a bit more detail on another training, because I want to really delve into skills as well at some point. But more often than not, objections are a reflection of our own perception. Now, here's the thing. When I talk to new prospective, partners, I always talk about, hey, look, do you know what, Geddy, I'm so glad I didn't listen to my family and friends. I was really excited about this, and everybody, said to me I was crazy. I'm so glad I didn't have their beliefs, and I accepted, and I just focused on my own, because it's changed my life. Now, what you're doing there is you're saying, hey, look, when Geddy goes and starts telling her family and they ridicule her, she goes, the same thing happened to Craig. He told me to ignore them, and look how successful he's been. So you kind of overcoming that objection before it even appears. So anyway, I digress, because that's not really relevant today, but just a little bit of magic for you. So the things in life we have to accept. So this is the circle of influence. Then we move out into what I love most: control. There's things in life that we can control, and what we can control are our own choices, actions, and decisions. That's it. We are 100% in control of our response. how we respond to the wind blowing. Jim Rohan's famous for saying, if you've come across it, it's not the wind that blows, it's how we choose to set our sail. You know, write this down. E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. Let me write it on here because I just feel like getting up. E plus R equals O. Every event plus your response creates your outcome. We are 100% the creators of our own life. And when you really start to understand this and we take responsibility, it's not what happens to us, it's how we choose to respond. And here's the magic of personal growth and personal development. I used to react, and I'm sure most people react, but actually through personal development and personal growth and shifting the way I think, learning and growing and developing, because it's in our DNA to learn, develop and grow, I started to learn how to respond, because I take responsibility that how I respond is what delivers my outcome in my environment. So there's things we can control, and that is only ourselves. We only have the power to control our inner choices, our inner actions, and the things we say to ourselves. Now, everyone on here is our own biggest critic, and that's okay. But give yourself a little bit of SHIT from time to time to get busy. But again, as said yesterday, never focus on, never question your ability, only ever question your activity. Okay, so really, really, really important. So there's things in life we can control, accept, control, and then finally, this is the circle of what? The circle of influence. And this is magic. We have an opportunity to influence. Now, if you look at that circle, it's almost like rippling out. You know, there's things you accept, there's things you control, there's things you influence. We influence our immediate environment. Now, whereas some of the people we spend our time with, we're going to talk about this in a bit more detail, the power of mirroring and association, not today, but we're going to talk about it. But we have an opportunity to influence people with our positivity, with our great words, with our belief in others. So look, this is something really, really important. You cannot control the choices, actions, beliefs of other people, but you can influence people to believe in themselves. You can influence people to see a better way by showing. A leader of one is a leader of many. If you're unable to lead one, you'll never lead any. Now, if you imagine that in this network marketing industry, people want to be influenced. They want to be shown a way. But here's the fascinating thing, you know, go back to emotional congruency, your reason why. If you don't have an end destination, how are you ever going to get there? You know, I talked about the football, you know, ICA, the goalpost. If the Premiership moved the goalpost for every match to be played next weekend, how can the biggest sport in the world and the most popular league be played without any goals to shoot at? And it's the same principle. People are not going to get on your train to a journey of nowhere. You need to know where you're going, and you influence people through your vision, through your contact, care, and communication, through your passion for others, through this mentality of take your mind off your money and put your mind on other people's money. Take your mind off your money and put your mind on other people's money. Again, same philosophy, Zig Ziglar. You know, help enough people get what they want, and you'll end up achieving and exceeding everything that you want to. So we have the opportunity to influence. So the circle of influence is really based around accept, control, and influence. Accept stuff that you're unable to control. Control your own choices, actions, and ability, and influence your environment, influence other people. You know, for me, Joe, it's very uncommon that people are appreciated, valued, and loved in this world today. If you think someone's got a great smile, tell them. If you think somebody looks fantastic today, tell them. If you think somebody in your team can be absolutely fantastic and you really want to help and support them to achieve their goals, dreams, and ambitions, not just now, but in next year as well, tell them. Because people don't hear this positive stuff enough. And we have the opportunity to influence. I was speaking to a lady today, just rang her up, and she said, oh, look, I'm really busy. I'm just dealing with all these customer orders. And I'm like, look, wicked, you're an inspiration. Give me a call as soon as you're free. Really excited to see what you've been doing over the last 90 days. And I'd really like to help and support you to finish this year strong, but really start to map out the success for 2021 for yourself and your daughter, because I know that's really, really important to you. And I really do believe in you. These were my words to this lady only an hour ago. I believe it. I want to influence her. I want her to feel good. But here's the thing, that's not just people that are maybe in your team and you get the opportunity to work with, mentor and coach. It's also really important that you understand the concept of, if somebody doesn't shop from you today, leave the door open. If somebody doesn't join your business today, leave the door open. And I will say to people, you know, let's say I'm speaking to, I don't know, Robert, for example, and Robert decides, you know, he doesn't want to join the team. And I just say, hey, look, Rob, look, you know, I really do appreciate your time. And I'm very grateful that you've made and showed an interest in our business. And look, if circumstances change, Rob, I really do feel you'll be a great asset to the team. I feel this is going to fit around your existing commitments and certainly enable you to learn new skills, be a part of something really, really exciting, but importantly, achieve your own goals and ambitions. And I actually think you'd be a great asset to the team. But hey, look, anybody that has the opportunity to employ you, because most people go into employment or whatever you decide to do, the team that you work with is going to be really lucky to have you. And I do thank you for your time, mate, and I wish you all the best. Now, here's the magic. I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it, right? Firstly, but again, leaving a conversation on that, Rob's going to feel flipping fantastic. Why is he going to feel fantastic? Because actually, I've just spent, instead of saying, oh, okay, no worries, thanks for your time, putting the phone down and treating everybody as a number, Rob's actually going to feel for a minute, you know, I really appreciate that guy's really nice, because I am actually really flipping nice, incidentally. But that guy's like really nice, right? And you know, we often hear this terminology, don't we, here in the UK? If the SHIT hits the fan and things change, circumstances change, who's going to be on Rob's mind? The person who valued Rob to tell him how great he feels he could be, regardless of whether he works with me or not. I wish you every success, because whatever you do, I have a feeling you're going to be great at. You know, to tell somebody like that, it's like a little bit of wind beneath their wings. So Rob's going to remember that over the person that said, oh, well, look, no worries, thanks for your time, and putting the phone down. So who's Rob going to call? He's going to call me. It's like Ghostbusters. Who are you going to call? Does anybody have this, right? Speaking to a friend of mine today that I have the pleasure to mentor and coach, really good friend as well. And I was just talking and I'm like, I believe. And then I'm like, in magic, I can't help myself. You know, when you say something, do you sometimes, when there's a song that's got them lyrics, you go off into a mindset of singing? So I'm like, I don't know if you've heard the song, I believe in magic. I'm really singing it really, really badly. But I was talking to her and all of a sudden in my head, I'm like hesitating because I'm singing the song. And I had to share with you, is it crazy that like when I'm communicating, sometimes my mind goes off singing a song? Does anybody else do that? Incidentally, does anyone else do that? I'm going to ask the question on social media today. Does anyone else do that? Hey, Amy, hope you're cool. Hey, Kizzy, hope you are cool. Yeah, E plus R equals O. So look, stay for circle of influence, accept, control, influence. You've got an opportunity to be a ripple effect of change. How we change is how we succeed. My advice to you is this: avoid sweating the small stuff. It's really easy to be bogged down by the small stuff. Remember, accept, control, and influence. There's things you have to accept. You know, somebody once said to me, you'll be paid in direct proportion to the amount of frustration that you have to deal with in our industry. You've got to accept that people are going to do what they're going to do. We are unable to control other people. We can try to influence them by reminding them of their goals. And I'm going to go into coaching. Like, coaching is my thing. I absolutely love it. And I will go into that in the latter stages of the 30-day live video training. At the moment, we're getting mindset stuff related. We're then going to delve into, we might do a little bit on customer acquisition, and then we're going to delve into recruitment. I absolutely love recruitment. And to be honest with you, I find recruitment so flipping simple. It's unbelievable. Why? Because it's about genuine, authentic conversations. And if you're having enough of them, recruitment is a walk in the park. So we're going to talk about that. And we're also then going to delve into coaching and leadership, which I just absolutely love with a passion. But I'm going to touch on them every probably day. So I just want to share something with you. So I was talking about this last night on an, I guess like an inner circle call within the business. And I just want to open something because a lady shared this in here. So I just want to open, I just want to finish on a little poem. If I can find it, just going back up here. And it's all relevant to this circle of influence, so bear with me. Sorry, my Wi-Fi's just gone slow, or my computer is, Absolutely disgraceful. Come on. Oh, yeah. See if it works on the phone. Okay, any questions whilst I'm waiting for my computer to stop being a pain in the ass? Here we go. Anyone got any questions at all? I'm late. I'll watch the start. Was call it later. 100% fantastic. My dream is on a networking event today. I felt like I was doing my Miss World speech. Oh, I love it, Elise. Okay, look, that's, do you know, I wonder if that's probably not a bad idea. A little bit of homework. Go and create your Miss World or your Mr. World speech. Why not? For a little bit of fun. Okay. So I want to share this with you, and then we're going to finish. Okay. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, if you are kind, people may accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine friends. Succeed anyway. If you are honest, sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend your years creating, others can destroy overnight. Create anyway, not in our business. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give your best anyway. In the final analysis, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. This was written by Mother Teresa. It's a poem called Anyway. And I just want to finish on that. I mean, for me, I mentioned God. I'm not particularly unreligious or religious. You know, I am who I am. I believe in magic. I believe in energy. I believe in authenticity. I believe in the law of attraction. But do you know what really counts? It's the dash that counts. And it's the dash between the years we live. You know, if you often see in graveyards, or say, John Emerson, I made that name up, don't even know it's a real word, 1907 to 1995, lived a good innings, right, 88 years old. But it's not the years that count, it's the dash that counts. So do things anyway, be authentically you, understand the circle of influence, and I wish you the most beautiful and most magical of days, because I believe in magic. Do you? Have a wicked day. Take care.